I'm talking about running across Japanese tea house rooftops to jump off and stab somebody in the throat.
That would
Why
be cool.
not?
This topic, Ubisoft being Ubisoft.
Sounds
So-
about right.
Yeah. So the first thing is they recently came out with a new Ghost Recon game. While following it's Ghost Recon Breakpoint. While following the Breakpoint blunder, Ubisoft is reportedly changing game approval processes for how they decide whether or not they go forward with a game. They want to find more unique games. As we have all noticed, most of their games are kind of like these open world style games that they keep trying to push on everybody. Like all their games are kind of the same, just one might be in the world of
formula.
yeah, it's a certain formula that they have for all of them. One might be a shooter style, one might be Watch Dogs, one might be Assassin's Creed. They're trying to do it with all their games. Well, it backfired big time with Breakpoint. It was a bomb. And so they did announce that they're trying to redo Breakpoint. I don't know how they're going to redo it. They already made the game, but
See, with these Ghost Recon games, we had
Wildlands.
we had Wildlands.
I don't think they know what to do with Ghost
And
Recon anymore.
before that, we had The Division. So when they announced Wildlands and they announced like the way it looked like the co-op was gonna go, like they have what I think are fantastic ideas, but they don't execute them properly.
No, they want to turn all of them into loot shooters.
And I don't. You have a good idea, like you don't have to keep it in the same formulaic thing that you've been doing. Like
They're not capable of anything else.
Yeah, well, now Ubisoft figured out that all of these franchises have to differentiate from each other. Loot shooter is not always the right answer for every single game you make. Ghost Recon did not start off as a loot shooter. It was a unique futuristic style
It was a
game franchise.
It was a tactical leadership shooter, and it was amazing.
Future soldier.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter GRAW, that was it. The fact that you
Yes.
could do tactical squad commands, you could do sync shooting, where you tell two of your squad mates to target a guy that you're going to shoot. Dude, there is so much greatness as far as the tactical ability, as far as Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter was concerned. And then, I mean, you had APCs, armored personnel carriers, that allowed you to move your squad across the map with cover. You had all types of smoke deployment, specialized tools, vision, and other type of IC equipment. Dude, I tell you. And then we get to Wildlands and Breakpoint, and it's Call of Duty in an open world. And
It's
I'm like,
Division.
It's literally
Bolivia.
Division and Ghost Recon World.
yeah. And I'm just like, how about
Not all Tom Clancy games have to be the same.
well, even then, my point being is that I wanted, if it were, I still want GRAW. But just
Right.
anybody bring me back GRAW too, so I can just proceed.
No,
on.
let's talk about the game they really need to bring back and make sure it stays to its roots. Splinter Cell.
yes,
Mhm.
Okay, where's our Splinter Cell? Where's our Sam Fisher? And it better be the original voice actor.
what was it that just recently had a Splinter Cell cameo?
It was the other Ghost Recon game.
Was it Wildlands?
It was the one before. Yeah,
The
that one.
Wildlands.
Yeah. Wildlands, and then there's a mobile game that had something with him.
I would love to have another Splinter Cell.
Oh, that would be fantastic. So along with that, Ubisoft had their quarterly earnings meeting, and they said that they delayed a few of their games. Well, we found out along with that they're developing 5 games for next gen consoles. Well, those 3 games that were announced to be delayed are 3 of the 5 games in development for next gen right now. So those 3 games are Watch Dogs Legion, Gods and Monsters, and Rainbow Six Quarantine. I thought Rainbow Six Quarantine was just like an expansion to Rainbow Six Siege, but apparently I was wrong because it's like a zombie shooter type thing.
I'm so sick of zombies. Dude.
Yeah,
Might as well add Assassin's Creed to that list because I know it's coming.
yeah, that's going to be one of the,
The next one looks like it's going to be set in Viking era or something.
which would be cool.
We get to do axe chucking, but more importantly, so for zombies, right? I love zombies to death, but I am also infinitely sick of zombies and shooters.
It's
Zombies and
too old.
shooters needs to
Mhm.
die.
Yeah.
Mhm. Can we get
Um,
like a high school setting with zombies?
Daybreak.
High School of the Dead.
No,
Sorry, it's a Netflix
God,
original. I liked Daybreak. It was good.
No, not
did you
that.
get
High
watching?
School.
Did you end up watching more of that? It's good.
Pervert.
So with
I don't
Watch
know.
Dogs Legion, I think it makes a lot of sense that it's switching over to the next gen because it is a very
Intense.
intense,
Ambitious. more like.
ambitious system that they're building for this game. Do you know what Legion's about?
Oh, I know exactly what it's about, especially with the ability to recruit from across town, different peoples with different specialties.
Anybody.
Yeah, grandma on your street.
Yeah,
old
that's
man
who
in
I
the
will
corner.
pick. I will make a team of old people. They will be my super spies, and no one will have a clue.
I'll
And-
recruit
Red.
a legion of children to do my bidding.
Why am I
So,
not
see-
surprised?
See, the thing that's most interesting about me though is that I wonder how they're ever gonna. I wonder how they're ever gonna do the processing for that. Just like the sheer computing power.
That's why PS4 and Xbox One
That's the
cannot.
mystery.
Yeah. You would have to say it's a PS4, Xbox One X exclusive for the current gen. I mean, I can't imagine it running correctly. We don't want a repeat of Assassin's Creed. What was it, Unity?
Let's not talk about that.
Yeah,
Travesty.
Please stop.
See,
Yeah.
every time I get promised a really cool co-op game where me and my friends can go and just do stuff,
Yeah,
It
just
bombs.
Bombs.
yeah.
That what was the game? The Gods and Monsters game?
Yeah.
I like that concept.
I like the concept, but we didn't even see gameplay. How were we supposed to think that was actually going to be coming out this year?
I think that they had so much fun making Odyssey and using the Greek lore when they
Yeah.
did it that they were just like, we have to make a whole other game.
That's
Yeah.
essentially what
the
they
main
said.
Thing is like the gods come to you for help. So what does that make you? Like they didn't specify what.
I would
you
assume a
are.
Assumedly a
demigod.
hero.
You're a champion. You're the champion. of the
Champion or
gods.
demigods. Well, that can go hand in hand. But with that, well, we already know one of the other games in development for next gen is gonna be Assassin's Creed.
Has
What do you
to be.
think the fifth one is?
Probably a rabbits game.
Rabbits. No, that would be a Switch exclusive.
Not even joking. like,
No,
Uh,
no, no.
what
That's
my money's on.
no,
I'm
no,
blank.
because Rabbits always goes on Switch. There was a few times it was on Xbox, but that was only because of the Kinect.
We're due for another Division game.
No, we're not.
Oh,
Division 3.
No, we're not.
It's
Anybody
been
excited?
long enough.
It's only
for
been out for a year.
Well, yeah,
long
but the
enough.
other
Look, it's a
Division game,
shooter.
there was like a year and a half.
Hey,
to-
Division 2 is
shooter.
actually fun, by the way.
I haven't played it since it's been updated.
Yeah.
What else does Ubisoft do that we haven't
That-
got?
that's
Well,
what
I already
I'm
said
blanking
Splinter
on.
Cell.
Uh,
My thing is that what they should do is make Rainbow Six Siege and Rainbow Six Quarantine one huge game and just update Rainbow Six Siege. Let us have all the characters that you can unlock. Have all of those and then have some new ones that you have to unlock.
sounds like our earlier conversation about Overwatch.
Yes, that's what they should do. I love Rainbow Six Siege. Y'all need to play with me.
Going off of that, I want them to do. Well, this is not related to Ubisoft at all, but like as far as games taking a base game and making it better, I literally want God of War. I don't want them to change too much, other than giving me like new realms and expanding the Midgard map a little bit more. But like they could take that base map and blow it up, and then add more. As far as going to Asgard and was it Svartalheim?
I think so. At this point, though, they're probably just going to make the second one. Aren't they planning on making a new?
Yeah,
trilogy
they're
with
not
it?
I mean,
because
yeah,
they
but,
were
like-
going to make an expansion, but they said it was so big,
That they just
decided to make a second game.
Oh, Just Dance,
Just Dance doesn't count.
or they can do For Honor too.
Yeah, or
Ugh.
they could do they can do a new Splinter Cell game.
We haven't
Yeah,
got
that'd
a
be nice.
crew in a while.
Oh, please don't say that out loud.
Don't say
Didn't
crew.
we just get a Far Cry not too long ago? Far Cry 5?
Yeah, the one with the twins.
Yeah, the Far Cry, whatever. That one bombed.
New Dawn.
New Dawn, yeah, bombed bad.
Oh,
Well,
Skull
there's-
and Bones. That's what it is.
The pirate game.
Yeah, that
It's
crappy
supposed
pirate
to
game.
come
They
out in 2020.
didn't say it was delayed though. It'll
It'll
probably
be-
come summer 2020.
given my repertoire of games, Ubisoft's not a company I really pay much attention to be completely honest.
Yeah, that doesn't make your Weeb RPG games.
Yeah, no, they don't.
That's okay.
I would really like another Assassin's Creed.
But
I want like a return to form. I don't want this
I like
Origins Odyssey.
I like
RPG
Odyssey.
bullshit.
I love it. I don't like the old Assassin's Creed games.
Look, I
Need to
came
bring
to
Prince
The
Assassin's
only
Creed back.
Assassin's Creed game that I like before is Black Flag.
See, Black Flag was really good, and
Ooh,
You don't like Black Flag?
Brotherhood.
Brotherhood.
Assassin's Creed 2 will always be my favorite.
The old
Can I
Assassin's Creed
actually-
games got old really fast.
No,
It's
no. Can I actually just assassinate people? I don't want to chunk a spear into someone's throat. I don't want to
Exactly.
shoot them with the flintlock. I want to assassinate someone.
Yeah, I
You
would,
can do that in Brotherhood.
yeah, like if I can get like something as close to Assassin's Creed.
at least we got
2.
away from the weird alien stuff.
Wait, there are aliens in Assassin's Creed.
Yes.
There's everything in
To-
Assassin's
to-
Creed.
to-
bro.
to-
travel.
I have only
genealogy.
played the original, so I do not know any.
Yeah, the first one doesn't really touch on it, but some of the later ones start.
All the
talking about
pieces
aliens.
of Eden and the gods,
Yeah.
and
The
it's
Ubiverse.
weird.
Yeah, so Odyssey has Atlantis.
The one thing I do know is
That's
that
their expansion.
one of the newer Assassin's Creed games does have a tie-in with FF4 or FF15. Final
They
Fantasy
do?
15.
yeah,
there's
it's
literally-
it's in Origins.
Is it Origins? Okay.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
an event where
Mhm.
Bahamut shows up and drops a sword for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you also see the main villain, Arden, I think is his
I
name.
think
Yep.
so. Yeah,
Yeah, you see the main villain, and Bahamut shows up in that. That's the only thing I know about it. I never.
I actually have the clip from when it happened to me saved on my PC because I spent the entire time going. I thought there was gonna be more to it than that because they were like, yeah, there's gonna be a Final Fantasy 15
Yeah.
Yeah.
event, and I was like, oh, nice. And then it's just a really big,
Cutscene with a
Cutscene.
with a sword.
but it's cool because that sword
It's pretty cool.
does work.
Yeah.
Uh,
No, I like the RPG Assassin's Creeds. I'm sorry.
I mean, I like it, but I don't like it.
So
like,
what you think they should do is they should make these as a spin-off thing, and they still do the old school style Assassin's Creed. It's
I'm
kind of what
still
you're
waiting on
thinking.
Japan.
yeah, I like
That ain't
would
happening.
be-
Yeah,
They're
got
so
that.
bullheaded about it.
you know,
U- Ubisoft said at one point in time they would never do Japan and they would never do Egypt, and then they did Egypt, so they might as well do Japan.
at
It's
this
We
point-
all want it.
bruh.
We
It's
all
freaking
want it.
ninjas.
That would be the one time I would be okay with them going back to the old school style of Assassin's
That's what I'm
Creed.
talking about. Right? Running across Japanese tea house rooftops to jump off and stab somebody in the throat.
That would be
Why
cool.
not?
Yeah,
But
old school Assassin's Creed.
on the
model
other
for
hand,
There's Shinobi Creed.
the in an opposite vein, just from somebody who hasn't played them all and doesn't know all the crazy stuff that's apparently happened, it might also be time for maybe a series reboot. Maybe just
well, they
go back-
considered Origin as a
Oh,
reboot.
really?
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
like
well,
a
I don't- that
prequel
didn't
to
know.
everything.
You don't
Yeah.
even need to be genealogically
Connected.
connected to jump into somebody's
Oh wow,
memories
that's
anymore.
so weird. See,
Yeah.
yeah. That was the whole point. Is I actually like the fact that the main character Desmond,
No,
I
she-
think, was the original main
She was
character.
connected. The chick that you that's in the current time, she's connected to the person you play as in Origins.
I didn't think
I
she
thought that
was.
was in Odyssey.
No, Odyssey. It's
She's
the same
not connected
character.
at all. in
She's not connected
Odyssey.
in Odyssey. She's not connected at all in the Odyssey person. But I think it's because she learns more stuff about the whatever that system's called. I forget what it's called, but
Yeah,
The
I just,
Animus.
Adamus.
yeah. I actually like the fact that they had whoever you had to have a historical connection.
It made
to
sense. It
whoever-
made
Well,
things
yeah,
more
but it
interesting.
also
Bring
made
the
it
hidden
really
blade
ridiculous too.
Yeah.
Need to bring the hidden blade back.
Yeah, see,
Desmond needs to come back.
OG Assassin's Creed. Because I got sick of whenever I would because I'm playing an Assassin's Creed game, but then I run up in Odyssey, I run up and I have my blade maxed out. I stab somebody in the neck.
But the story is so they put so much work into those sideline stories.
I mean, it's really good. I like if it was something else, if
put
it
a lot of
wasn't
effort
an
into it.
Assassin's Creed game,
Yeah,
that's what
you want them to rename it.
yeah, if it could be anything else, I enjoy the game to a degree, and I think there is still some.
They put so much work into those maps too. It's to the point to where it's recognized by
They're huge.
by the government. They found a hidden tomb thanks to the maps to Origin.
Have you used the tour guide mode on?
Yeah, that's
any-
what I'm talking about. That tour guide mode.
So good.
Some archaeologists found a hidden tomb
And see,
thanks to that tour guide mode.
I think that right there still kind of gets some of the history.
That is the Zootopia of video games right there.
Well, it is specifically the Zootopia of video game topography.
You know, I had to mention Zootopia at least once.
Let's not go there.
It's
I
the
don't
highest
like it.
standard of animation. I don't care what you say.
I'm sorry.
When we're animating individual hair follicles on a furred creature, we're here.
I prefer the hard work that Studio Ghibli put behind their art.
Let's bring that up with another thing we're going to talk about later.
I know. I'm sorry. We always get him in on the Zootopia, at least every week, because it's his passion.
You know what's gonna look really good?
What?
Better than Zootopia?
What?
Ghost of Tsushima. That's the one. That's what we need, man. I'm telling you.
Bro,
Man, you
bro.
need to have the budget to approach. Just have your game.
That's what you need. Ghost
You
of
have a
Tsushima.
problem. Ghost of Tsushima and Red Hood. I mean, I'm telling you. You have a problem.
When a game come out, y'all
And
don't
Matt
play it.
loves-
I'll play it.
Matt loves Red Hood, but you don't see him.
I'll play it for the podcast. Y'all
Yeah.
don't have to worry about it.
He'll do a let's play. All right. Well, so I play some of Ubisoft's games, but I'm still not. I don't know anybody that isn't Ubisoft fanboy. Really, I mean, there's people that love Assassin's Creed, but when
They
it comes to their other franchises, no one's
Yeah.
really a fanboy of their stuff.
I'm okay with the company ceasing to exist.
I mean, I like Watch Dogs,
But it's all right.
but it's okay.
The first one burned me pretty bad.
I was really hyped for the crew, and then I was like, oh, I could drive around the city with my friends and do cool stuff. That sounds amazing.
I'm sorry,
the whole
but
United States. That sounds amazing.
I'm just not into it. If I can't get out of the car, if it's a game that involves cars and I can't get out of it, then I don't like
Back
it.
on
wanna get out
PS2
the
era,
car.
sure. All the old
Huh?
Need for Speeds.
Why would you want to get out the car? It's like GTA.
Exactly.
Oh,
If it's not a
just play
game that you can't
GTA.
get, exactly. That's all.
I remember
That's what I'm
when
getting at. I don't really care about racing games.
I remember when I played
That's
Tony
what I'm
Hawk for the first
saying.
time, and I was able to get off my skateboard
Yes, yeah, without falling.
without falling.
I mean, there's a few Need for Speeds that I liked.
Most wanted.
Most Wanted.
Most
I mean,
Wanted.
that's the one you
That
always
one
think
and
of.
Blacklist were
Well,
the two
no,
that I
no,
liked.
no, no. Most wanted, and then Midnight Club Dub Edition.
Well, that wasn't a Need for Speed.
Yeah, no, that's
those
that's
were
the racing game he thinks of.
Yeah,
No,
Midnight Club.
The racing game I always think of is Mario Kart Double Dash.
We're
Most
different.
underrated Mario Kart game ever.
You and my
Out of here, man.
Yeah. Mario
Grand
Kart
and
Double
my,
Dash. Don't hate. They need to make a remake on that.
my old manager from
One of
Game
the
Exchange
carts was a stroller.
loves Double Dash.
What'd you say?
One of the carts was literally a stroller.
Yes.
Yes.
It was
Is there a
hilarious.
problem with this?
I
Oh
don't
my
see the
God.
problem.
They are infinite.
They're babies. What do you expect them to drive? You want them to drive a car as a baby?
A stroller with exhaust pipes on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey!
Pimp my ride.
In Disney's.
That was during those days.
In Disney's. Oh my god! No. In Disney's character theme racer, Goofy drives a bathtub.
Oh, you're talking about the Mickey Mouse Roadster Racers or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey.
he literally drives a bathtub.
No, the
Simpsons
best
Hit and
racing
Run,
game
man.
ever is Hello Kitty Racing.
No, Simpsons Hit and Run.
Oh man, that is
Old school.
old school, but that's more GTA style game.
Yeah. How many
Still
times have
amazing.
you crashed into a poo
They,
shop?
they do need to make a new Simpsons Hit and Run.
Oh.
I don't think they'd be able to make it as good as the first one. I think it was a product of its
I
time.
thought that game was getting a remaster here.
They hinted at it, but they didn't say yes or no. I think if they remaster it, people aren't going to be
Might
as
as
excited
well.
as they think.
You know what
Showcase
needs
the
a
power of the
remaster?
PS5 with a
Huh?
remaster.
Assassin's Creed 2 needs a remaster.
Well, if you remaster that, then you remaster the first one.
No, because
No.
the first one's garbage.
In my opinion, if you remaster 2, you remaster it, Brotherhood, and the last one that's
How
part of
about,
that.
how about we
Right,
remaster
right.
none of that and bring
Let's just
Prince of
ignore
Persia
Assassin's
back?
Creed 3.
You don't like Prince of Persia?
You don't like
I-
Prince of Persia?
I love
I-
Prince of Persia.
It's
I'm-
I gotta
I'm
sit
not.
on that couch after the break.
Well,
I
I'm
can't.
not a fan of it either. I'll trade spots with you. How's it that?
Yeah, get over there. Prince of Persia was it, man.
I loved Prince of Persia.
Y'all not like the Sands of Time?
I wasn't a fan of it, no.
Ugh, whatever,
And you're
man.
just giving me my old
Okay, so here's the
GameCube
thing, is
era
it's-
childhood right there.
Jacob, if you're listening, I'm sorry, but I don't like Prince of Persia because every time I tried to play Prince of Persia, I couldn't play Prince of Persia.
Oh,
Like,
I see what
you
you're
see what I
saying.
mean?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't really get a chance to taste it because I had to.
Now, whenever I see it, I think of Jake Gyllenhaal. You know,
Yeah.
he played as him, right?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
In that terrible movie.
it was okay.
It was okay.
It could have been way worse.
It was
There's
pretty
a lot
bad.
of there's a lot of things.
it's
It was
on
better
the
than the
same
Assassin's
level.
Creed movie.
No, it's on the same level as Tomb Raider
Bruh.
and Warcraft.
Bruh.
Video game
Do you not
movies
like
just
the
don't
Assassin's? Do you like the Assassin's Creed
Okay,
movie?
so like, no, I don't like the Assassin's Creed movie. It's okay, but what I do like is the fact that a man actually jumped and did the leap of faith.
Yeah.
This man fell 90 feet. Like, that's amazing to me.
Oh, and you mean
Fun.
he didn't have a stunt double?
No. Well, I mean, like Michael Fassbender did have a stunt double, but I mean the fact that like a stunt man
Man, did
jumped and did a leap of faith.
Yep.
Yeah, you'd be surprised what stunt doubles are willing to do.
Fun fact: I was
Yeah.
what game was I playing? What was the one where we're in London? The Assassin's Creed
Oh,
Syndicate.
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 Yeah, so I was playing Syndicate. Yeah, I guess my dad had just seen Assassin's Creed movie. And he was telling me about the movie, and he was like, they had to cut their pinkies off to wield the hidden blades.
Yeah.
And so like I was like, yeah, we got hidden blades in the game. And so like he like zoomed in on the TV to see if they had their pinkies. And he was like, oh, they do. That's weird. And I was like, now you see why I didn't want to watch the movie.
Because like one iteration they had like the ring with the string
Yeah.
and like they could do it that way. Like
I
I
never
don't-
watched. I didn't watch the whole movie.
It was an okay movie.
Yeah, my dad watched it. He liked it.
Yeah, I went to see it with my dad. It was an okay
No.
movie.
Most
There-
middle-aged
there's-
people were more okay with it because they didn't really play the game.
So
So
a typical action movie.
Yeah.
There's one good video game movie. It has the first Resident Evil.
No.
What about Mario Brothers?
No,
I
hold on.
enjoyed it.
The
James, I'll agree with you. I'll agree with this on this one point. The good video game movie.
Sorry, you
is
gotta
Silent
edit
Hill.
that.
that's okay. Did you notice that I didn't edit like
No, we're
over
good.
half of the cussing in last week's
I didn't
recording?
listen to last week's episode.
Yeah, I've seen it.
What?
I didn't like it.
I try
for
to listen
obvious
to it every
reasons,
week, but I didn't last
Got
week.
too busy, man.
seen
You've
it.
been so busy at your job. I
I'm
get
about
it.
to be busy.
Yeah, he's
Shall
got
see.
a new place to be.
Hey Tim,
Huh?
when can I talk about Fooly Cooley?
During Weep Talk,
Please have me here when we have
Otaku Talk. We have a topic for that. The first topic.
Fulian.
All right, I think this is a good stopping point for the gaming pulse. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening. Thank you for letting us get to the root of our geek culture with you. Thanks,
Love
guys.
you.